Alright, so today I'm having an extremely no good, very bad day. We just got the car back from a shop. I sent it out there. When I originally got the car, it was misfiring. I was told that it was just the spark plugs. He had shown me all the parts he had replaced and everything, and he just never got to the spark plugs. My bad, not the spark plugs. The fuel injectors. He didn't have time for it anymore. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to put any more money or time into it. So I was like, okay, fine. Now he gave me the extra set of fuel injectors, the brand new pair. I was like, that's fine. You know, I'll do that. That's nothing. Did the fuel injectors. It was still missing. Okay. It's weird because it's totally fine until the car warms up. That's when it actually starts like hopping around. Did the spark plugs. Still missing. Did the coil packs, still missing. Took the coil packs off of the car, put the spark plugs in the coil packs off of the car. I still had spark. So I was like, what the hell is going on here? Took the car to a shop, just got it back today. Call me, tell me that cylinder 4 has 40 pounds of compression. They're supposed to be somewhere around 170. So all the other ones are pushing 165 to 170, something like that. And then cylinder 4 is only pushing 40 pounds, which is a massive drop. It's not like it's pushing 120, 130, 140. You know, it's 130 pounds away from what it's supposed to be. So, got the car back now. Obviously it's right there behind me. We're gonna end up going ahead and I'm gonna tear it apart and see if it's a bent valve. If it's a bent valve or something like that, that's fine. We can do that. We can do all of that here. We replace it, the car's gonna be fine. I'm hoping that the piston rings aren't bad or something that got into the cylinder wall and the cylinder wall is just torn to hell, because if it comes down to that and like if the motor has to be rebuilt, I'm not doing that. Why the hell would I do that? That's ridiculous. So it's probably gonna end up swapping it out. That would be the easiest option. This really sucks. I just got this car and it's already causing all these problems. So, yeah, so gonna get to it now. Hot as hell.
Yeah. You just got done running.
Alright guys, so this is how far we've gotten. I had this valve cover off so you can see the cams and everything. I don't see anything wrong there. Everything it's actually really nice and pretty in here. There's not, you know, any place where like you could see like oil was burning or sitting for too long, which is good. Right here I've got all the bolts taken out for this I don't know what you would call this assembly right here, a fascia, the radiator support maybe, because that's what the radiator is sitting on. So yeah, the radiator support. But actually the hardest part that I've come across right now is the hoses for what I'm assuming is the trans cooler right here. These hoses are stuck on there, and they have to come off because this has to come off so I can throw these hoses back to this little tiny slot here. Actually, I might end up just unplugging it from the opposite side, but yeah, that's where we're at so far, and just gotta keep going at it. I'm trying to get all of this out of the way, okay? And that way, I can take these pulleys off. Then once I get the pulleys off, remove all the rest of these hoses. This face, I'm gonna call this a timing cover, but it covers the whole shebang there. And then once that comes off, then I got these bolts in here, the head bolts or studs, whatever you want to call them. And then that's when I'll be able to actually pull off the head and look at the cylinders. So I'll probably be down there in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, I want to say. So gonna get back to it now. All right, guys. So here we are with the 350. It's another update. Got the front plate off. Took the timing belt out. Got these sprockets out. Got the cams out. The head bolts are undone. When I did the head bolts, it actually started leaking coolant out of the side. So these head bolts must be on there really tight originally. Like I didn't pry away at this or anything. I haven't touched it, and it just started spewing antifreeze everywhere. But what else do we got right here? Now the headers just have to come off. I just sprayed them with some penetrating oil, so I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes, and I'm gonna take that out, and hopefully that'll be it, and the head will just pop off. I'm hoping that I don't have to take off this cover that was behind the original front cover. I'm guessing it's called the timing chain cover, but hopefully I don't have to take that off, because there's 1,000 bolts for this. There's so many bolts. It's kind of ridiculous how many bolts are here. But yeah, after that, then I'll be able to see inside. From what we could see before, we were spinning the intake cam. I'm just gonna call them a sprocket. I'm not too sure what it's called. The intake cam sprocket, and it was pushing down and opening up the valves, and we could see that on the intake side the valves are okay. What we can't see is the exhaust, obviously. Not like we would have been able to see anyway, because it's all the way down there. But once I take off the heads, I should be able to see everything, and hopefully that'll be it. And I'll be able to tell whether or not I'm gonna be rebuilding it or replacing it. So, all right. All right, so I just got everything out. Driver's side head is out. I found the problem. You can actually see here, this one's been working, this one hasn't, this one's been working. This actually still looks really nice as far as discoloration goes. Before I actually say it, I'm just gonna pan across the head. I'm just gonna pan across the head and see if you guys can notice what's wrong before I actually say it. Did you see that? Did you? No, okay, look. Bam, dropped the valve right there. So I'm thinking the timing was off. Exhaust was open. Wait, is that exhaust? This is entry, yes. Exhaust was open. Smack the piston. Smack the hell out of the piston. So right here you can actually see, on this lobe right here, where it's been smacked in there. The metal, that's metal. It's black, but it's metal. It's been like pressed into the cylinder. The cylinder wall is perfect and nice and clean and smooth. So engine is definitely okay. Just gonna be replacing those valves. Well, I'm gonna tear the whole, Ben, watch out. Thank you. I'm gonna be tearing this whole entire thing down. Seeing if I think valve guides, I forget, I'm having a brain fart. See if the valve guides are okay, if any damage is done in there, to see if I need to replace anything inside. But other than that, I'm definitely buying a Ford's internal kit, so I'm just going to be doing that, replacing everything in this head for cylinder 4. There's no need to do it for the other ones. Be like, yeah, there's soot here, and it's not pretty, but I guess, I don't know, I'm going to do some research to see if they can actually just be grinded down instead of replaced. But yeah, I found it. It took me 3 days to take this motor apart, and about 3 hours a day. I'd never done work on a 350Z before. Obviously, it was the first time having one. So this was the first car I've ever had with a blown motor. I mean, not really blown. I don't know what you would call it. It don't work. Don't work right. So, all right, good. I'm really happy because it just went from a giant project to only costing maybe $2,000 tops. And I've also found a lot of other stuff in here that I plan on replacing. Like the guy I bought the car from, you could actually tell that someone was in here. Someone was in here. A lot of this stuff has been replaced recently, at least within the last 40,000 miles. But yeah, like a lot of like brand new stuff. So this motor was already redone once. So look at that. Like, look how clean that is in there. It is really clean. So it wasn't even, it wasn't used that much. Like, compared to these ones, like, these have been used, you know what I mean? Look how black it is in there, you know? But as far as this one, I don't know how long they went, you know, before the valve came down and smacked the piston. But at first I really didn't see anything, because I kind of just took the head off, put it down, put it over here, got it set up, and I came back immediately. I guess because I had my mind so set on it being the cylinder, or excuse me. So I guess I had my mind set on it being like the cylinder, the piston ring, something like that. But that's not the case. Good. It's just this right here. Dropped it. So not at any point was there, I guess, enough compression to actually, because in here you can see it, all the fuel, the gas and oil. But I guess because of that, because there wasn't that back pressure as well at the on the, what is it, on the compression, on the compression stroke, because there wasn't that back pressure on the compression stroke, instead of the oil being stuck around the piston rings and being floated up in between there, it allowed it to seep past the piston rings, because there's no back pressure, go up into the top of the cylinder head. It's really good. If that's correct, I'm really proud of myself, because I'm just thinking about it. I have no idea, but that's how I justify all that oil in there. But yeah, so that's it, I guess. You're gonna eventually see me rebuilding this motor soon. So yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you'd like to see that in the future, like and subscribe. That's pretty much it for now. I guess I'm gonna sit on this, save up some money, sit on it, and keep doing stuff to the Honda in the meantime. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.